Hey friends, it's Ashley, and today I am here with a layout in my memory planner. This is the Heidi Swapp planner, and I am going to be using the March Stop the Blur kit and some Heidi stamps. And I am getting started with the March captions stamp set. And I always like to start out by planner week, usually by putting in my dates. It kind of just gets me started to make sure I have the right numbers on the side. And I usually try to coordinate my dates with the color that is on the planner that I'm using. I know Heidi has put some neutral planners in her shop that don't have these different colors on them for each week. If you want to check those out, but I kind of like having the colors. It gives me a starting off point. But I did want to do the top for my month and my days with some black ink. And I usually use the archival ink in my planner, the black archival ink. And then for my number days, I am going to use the Tattered Rose just Distress Oxide ink. And I'm using a mix of the Blue Skies Alpha. This is the smaller set, I think. I can't remember. This may be the bigger set. I have the bigger set and the smaller set. So I can't remember which one I picked. And I can't tell from the size on here, but it's one of those two. And I like this set because it does have a mix of the different sized alphas and numbers on it, so you can kind of mix and match it to get a fun look in your planner. I'm using it for my numbers right here, and I will use it on some more stamping later on once I get started working on each of the days for the sections. So now I have all of my dates in, and then I like to go ahead and kind of get my photos placed. I always size my photos in Adobe Illustrator. It's just the program that I am used to using. I get them sized to what I think I want them to be for each day, and then I just print them out on my computer at home and then trim those out. So I like to go ahead and get all of those in place because that gives me an idea of where I'm going to put any titles, other embellishments, or stamping. And on some days, I do put in some interactive things. A lot of times, I like to have my photos showing and not like covered in like a hidden type interactive element. So a lot of times I will have my photos like front and center, and then sometimes I will do like a little flip or something like that. If I do have a lot of photos or journaling, then I will do some type of interactive element to get all of that in on a day. So this the March Stop the Blur kit has a lot of fun little things in it. One of them is a little notepad set, and we had watched two movies on this night, and so I wanted to include both of those. And I also wanted to use that wood veneer from Color Cast Designs that says Family Movie Night. So I decided to use both of those little pages from the little notebook as backers, and I did put some washi tape and I stitched those to secure the photo to the front, and then that way I can flip those up and use the inside part just for a little bit of journaling about each of the movies. So those are always kind of fun little interactive elements to include, just where you can flip something up and either have extra photos or journaling or some kind of embellishment behind it, whatever you want to add. And so I do have a few more photos to get in place here, and I either like to put my photos right next to one another or have some space in between, depending on what I'm journaling or doing for those, which you can see here. And so now I want to work on this little, these little, I don't know what you would call them, kind of like half square envelopes that are in the March Stop the Blur kit. And these little papers on this other little paper pad are cut to 2x2, so they fit exactly inside of those. And so I added my photo to one of the little paper pad squares and then one of the little stickers here, and I'm going to stamp with the stamp set that comes in the Stop the Blur kit. And since my son was doing some yard work, I just stamped the word working on that. And then that will slip right back in to that little square there. I do add my journaling to the back of that later on. I don't really show it because it's just talking about yard work. But I did do that off camera and add the journaling to it. So one fun thing about these is like being able to decorate the front, and there's lots of different ways you can do that. I decided, okay, so I did use the larger Blue Skies Alpha earlier. This is the smaller one, but I did want to add like a little title here. So I'm just going to stamp, and I think I grabbed the Faded Jeans Distress Oxide ink for this to do yard work. And so I'm just stamping directly on to that little piece there and mixing these just to kind of fit it in to make sure it all goes right there on that little triangle part. And so once I have that done, I can slip my photo back in. And later on, I do add a little piece that says, I think it says story inside right there, just to let you know that there's journaling behind that. And then some fun other things that Heidi has in her shop are these stencils. I like the ones that have kind of the organic circles, and you can get the little blending tool and use your Distress Oxide inks to add those colors to your memory planner. Right here, I'm trying to decide what color green I want to use. I had mowed lawn, but it was a little bit too bright of a green. So I switched, and I think I switched to Rustic Wilderness, and it matched a little bit better with the colors in the Stop the Blur kit. So I decided to go with that one. And now I'm just using the March captions just to kind of do some stamping here. I didn't really have much journaling to go along with this section just because I had a photo of a clover and my new March nails that I had gotten from Red Aspen. So I really didn't have much of a story to put with that. So I thought a little bit of decorative stamping would be fun. And so I'm just mixing some of those stamps from the caption set, and most of it is in the green, and then I did add the rainbow in the Faded Jeans ink also. And then these are the printables that Heidi has each month. And as you can see, I have used up a lot of this one. So I think I am going to reprint another sheet of these. It had some really fun kind of everyday things, but then also some really cute stuff to go along with the month of March with the clovers and the leprechaun and cute little things like that. So I think I do need to replenish my little die cut pieces. And I like to print mine and cut them on my Cameo. So I do the print and cut feature. It just makes it a lot easier, and then that way I don't have to worry about fussy cutting those every time. And then this is a fun little sticker set. There's always like a alpha sticker set in each kit, and I like that this has lowercase and uppercase, and you have a color that already coordinates with the kit that you're using, so you can bring that in. And I am just using the little tweezers here to pull those stickers off and to get them in place. And I'm just going to do coffee and binging right here. But I like how they fit kind of in that little space that I had. And that's one of the things I like about the memory planner. As I get my photos and things in place, then I can kind of see where I have little spaces to add other things and then figure out what will fit. Sometimes it's a sticker, sometimes it's stamping, sometimes it's washi tape, but it's just fun to fit all those little things in there. This is the Dre Alpha, and it is from Andrea's shop, Retro Hip Co. And when I saw this one, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. And of course, it was sold out when I saw it. But I did do the notify me, and when I got a notification that it was back in stock, I ordered it immediately. So I will link to that also in the description box below if you want to check that out. I'm not sure if it is still in stock right now, but you can do the notify me if, you know, if she has it available. So it's a really fun font. I just love the like uppercase handwritten look. And so I do use it in two different areas to stamp here. And so I'm going to add some more stickers and some more stamping. These are some older Citrus Twist Kits stamps, and I like that this is a weekend themed kind of stamp. I do like to kind of put weekend and things like that when I'm on like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I do use this stamp in several different places on my memory planner page. And if you're new to memory planning, it's kind of a little different than a normal planner. This is more of like remembering in your planner instead of actually planning forward. I keep notes on an app on my phone of kind of like what goes on each day, and then I have photos that I take that I usually transfer to my computer from my phone. And I put those in a folder by month and then just name them by the date that they were taken. And that way, when I get ready to do my photos, I can just pull the ones I need out of the folder for that week and then just go ahead and get those sized and printed out to use in my planner. But you can do anything pretty much that you want. Of course, I like to embellish mine a lot, but you can make it as simple as adding photos, some stamping, and journaling, and be done. There really aren't any rules. Heidi offers her kit and every month, and it comes out on the 15th of every month. And she also has a Stamp Society stamp that comes out too on that same day. So you can get lots of fun things if you sign up for any of these kits, and it makes it really easy to put a week together because everything already coordinates. And of course, I am doing my journaling here, just measuring those little journaling sections and then going and printing that on the vellum sticker paper, which is also in Heidi's shop. This one I wanted to just kind of trim each one of these out individually so I could put them on the lines of the little notebook die cut there. And so I'm just going to do each one of those separately, and then the others I can just add just as they are straight to those spaces. And I'll get that last one in place there. Sometimes it takes a minute to get those backings off, but you could use probably like your tweezers or your scissors, something like that, to be able to get behind those little spots, a craft knife or something like that. And so I got all of my journaling in place. I did add that journaling behind the little flip up photos, and I decided I wanted to bring in some more color to my spread. So I decided to grab a couple of my colored pencils in the colors that matched what I had going on. And I just colored in those open sections of the stamping that I did just to get that extra color in there. And then I grabbed that Citrus Twist Kit stamp one more time. And I wanted to do Sunday over that little current events there just to kind of fill in that little extra space at the top. But that finishes up my planner spread. If you are new to my channel, I would love for you to become a new subscriber. Thanks so much for watching today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.